Ding ding ding. Hello. Hey, this is Big Boy Blue coming at you with a recording of Mimic Logic. So this is gonna be the final episode for a while. Doing a video recording because it's simpler right now and internet's been a bit dodgy. So by the time you're seeing this, we're always preparing for the next game. And I'll let you know what that next game is, as it's going to be way different. This is going to be about speed and puzzles, this channel. And we had a lot of puzzles. Now we're getting to the speed part. So I'm going to keep you guessing on what it is. And no, it's not Sonic Crossworlds. I'm sorry. I am not down with the Mario Kart version of Sega. Ow! Give me a second. Okay. Phew. Old man problems. Alright. So we're going to do this. We're going to try to do a speed run of any percent, really, to get to this bottom floor. And we'll just go from there. Man, it's so annoying. There we go. Let's try to do the robbers. Okay. Shoot, my music isn't playing. For the life of me, I've been trying to interlay this intricate puzzle music that I found, and it's just not working. So, I guess we're gonna go out with this and then come back with the bang of the new music. Okay, so let's see. Let's first find mimics. Top row contains a mimic. The rightmost column contains no mimics. So, a mimic is not going to out itself, or maybe it will. Because we'll say it's down at the bottom, but it's up here. Something like that. Yeah, top row contains a mimic. It's not gonna. If a mimic said a top row contains a mimic, when it's right here in the top row, it's outing itself. So that can't be true, logically speaking. And then the rightmost column contains no mimics. Okay, so the rightmost column contains no robbers. Alright. So chest, possibly a robber right here. Leftmost column, this is probably a robber. Leftmost column contains a robber. This is most definitely it. The bottom contains no robbers. Which I'm identifying as this. Leftmost, these two are sharing a truth. I'm probably dead. Okay, we did it. I don't know why I thought I was dead. It was like my mind was, I don't know, my instincts took over. It was like I knew it was, what the? Get out of here. That's what I get for using a mouse. Okay. Rightmost column contains a mimic. The rightmost column contains no robbers. The robber is among the blue boxes. Okay. There is a robber among the blue boxes. Okay, two sharing the truths. There's only one mimic, so these are instant. So there is a robber among one of these three. So there is no mimic among the reds. The top row contains no robbers, which is true. The rightmost column contains a mimic. So that has to be true. So the robber's in either here or here. And the top row contains no robbers, so this has to be true. Okay. But wait a minute, how do I know? Actually, these two are true, which means there's a robber here, and these aren't mimics. Okay. So it must mean that the robber is among here, which means there's a high chance of 2 to 1 truthy. Rightmost column contains a mimic. Okay. How true is that? There is one box here, which must mean that this has to be a mimic. So the top row contains no robbers. That has to could be true then. So this has to be the lie. Because for this to be true, telling the truth, the top row has to, and all the for these two to be true, which means all the robbers have to be on the bottom row. So for the top row contain no robbers, it has to be true. So these two are true. This is true, and the rightmost column can't be true because if both of these are true, then there is no rightmost column to be made false. So this has to be false. So the rightmost column contains no robbers, which means this could be a robber, and this could be a robber. It's only one gold, 2 gear, so I can just eat the 100 gold that this robber's going to take. But if I had to guess, it's one of these two. There's no other way, unless I die. So this was the robber. There's no robber among the red boxes. Okay. The main reason I did that again is that in this mode, currency, your money comes from your items. It switches from how many gold chests you get to how many items you collect. So I will be selling this for Muns and this for Moans. Okay. 6 minutes in. Okay, easy. Attack Kender. What gear relics does she have? Just mana? Okay. Alright. The rightmost column contains the robbers, the box and mimic. The box on the right isn't a mimic. The box on the left isn't a robber. Interesting. I don't think I've ever been contested like this before mentally. Alright, the box above me isn't. I don't think I ever had a room where it was just full of isn't. But alright, the robber is among the reds. There's a mimic among the reds. There's nothing directly contradicting each other. That's what's making this odd. So there's only one red. So let's just say that. Well, so these are technically contradicting, which means one of these has to be lying, because there's only one red, and it can be a robber or a red. A robber or a mimic, excuse me. So we found the mimic somewhere there, which means in theory, let's test the truth test. Saying this is innocent. The box above me isn't a robber. Okay. The column right contains no robbers. Okay, that's a chest. The left box isn't a robber. The box left isn't a mimic. So with these two being false, opens these to be true. Well, at least that's the safest bet. So okay. What does that mean then? So this is a robber among the red chest, which means this is innocent. Okay, so we did get a lot of gold from that. Oof, durable. So we're going to... Yeah, we're rich. Okay, floor 11. Let's see. The top row contains no mimics. Okay. The leftmost column contains no mimics, which means it's voting for this one to be a mimic. Just saying. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Top row contains no mimics, which means all these are true. Which means the leftmost column contains no mimics, means this is innocent. Which means these two should be mimics in theory. But we'll continue. The top row contains none, the top row contains A. So these two are, one of these two has to be mimics. So the leftmost column contains no robbers, the leftmost column contains no robbers. Okay. The bottom row contains no robbers, and the leftmost column contains mimics. Okay, so with this being true, it contains no mimics. What if, so that means this is innocent, and this is, well, that can't be true, because it's clearly a robber here. So the bottom contains no robbers. So this is I think this is the robber. No, it can't be. Because leftmost this one can't contain a robber if this is telling the truth. So these two are in agreement that these two are innocent. So it's these two. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. The leftmost column contains no mimics. The leftmost column contains no robbers. Crap. Whatever. I'm missing something. I probably shouldn't have beaten that, because watch this be a town or something. Okay, good. Here do we go. Alright. 12 minutes, 12 floors. We're doing about a floor a minute. 11. Okay, so about just under a floor a minute. There's a robber among the blues, robber among the reds. Okay, robber talk. There's no mimic among the blue boxes. Okay, there is a mimic among the red boxes. These two cancel each other out. Because to say there is none, that means they all have to be in red boxes. And then to say there is, that means there's a mimic among these boxes. So these are in theory safe to open. So, which means all these are true to a certain degree. There's a robber in the blue. There's a robber among the blue. Okay. The box below me isn't a robber, which means this could be a robber or a mimic. Well, that's interesting. There is a robber among the reds. There's a robber among the blues. It can't be two robbers. So these two kind of cancel each other out, which leaves only two truthies. That the robber is among a blue. So this has to be telling the truth. There's a robber among the blues. There's a robber among the blue. So this one has to be it. There's no mimic among the blues. There is a mimic among the reds, which makes that true. Okay, 3 gold, 1 minus 100, maybe. The box below me isn't a mimic. Or isn't a robber. Which means this one or this one is a robber. But whatever, they're all safe. The very first one. That's crazy. Okay, not bad. Are you a gambler? Absolutely not. Okay. Okay, we're doing alright with time. Okay, we don't need you. Don't need you. Gone. Be gone. Stays. Oh, this goes. Alright. Now, we definitely need these. And we definitely need this. Okay, so I guess I might as well just get the rice ball here. Okay. Onward we go. Okay, one mimic, one robber. Diagonal left isn't a mimic. Alright, diagonal up left is a mimic. Isn't a mimic. Up left isn't a mimic. Down left and up left. Oh, is. Diagonally down left for me isn't a mimic. These two contradict each other. So these are theoretically safe. But this one confirms this one being isn't a mimic. I'm reading now, isn't. Five gear. Okay, so I'll lose nothing, even if I do find a robber. Alright, I just made bank. I'm not a mimic. Good to know. The bottom row contains a mimic. There is no mimic among the blacks. There is no robber among the blues. And the blue and the bottom row contains no robbers. Okay, there's no robber on the blue boxes, no robber on the blue boxes. Okay. So at least I know that these aren't robbers here. These two are safe. The bottom contains a mimic. There is a mimic. So I believe I found a mimic here. The bottom contains a robber. The bottom contains no robbers. There is no mimic among the black chests. So this is the robber. No, it can't be the robber. The bottom contains... Okay, so I'm just going to open these. I'm sorry, it went quiet because I'm deep thought. I think this is correct. Okay, there we go. There is no robber. The bottom contains a robber, which it did. Okay. Okay. This is perfect. So these. Get this out of my inventory. Oh, right. There's a rock collector. Daggone it. Ugh. Okay. I'm tempted to sell this. I have sold it. Attack candy or blue crystal? I have gone with the candy. Let's just get this. Haven't been taking a lot of damage, but okay. Robber. The bottom contains the robbers and block boxes. The bottom contains a oh, no mimics. Okay. The bottom contains no mimics. Alright. The robber is no. There is a robber in the blue boxes. The bottom contains a robber. The bottom contains a robber. The bottom contains no robbers. This is the first contradiction. So the mimic has to be in there somewhere. Which means there is a robber among the black boxes. 3 gold, 2 gear, okay. Okay, flat out. Table contains a mimic. I think I'm about to die here because I'm losing focus. Immediately. So that was telling the truth. Jeesh. Basement 16. Alright. This will be the last room. Let me see if I can just make this a bit faster. Dialing down right is a mimic. The box on the left isn't a robber. The table contains a robber. Dialing down right isn't a robber. Box on the robbers. There is no blah. Oh boy. The center box isn't a mimic. So the box on the left isn't a robber. Great. The most useful box ever. Okay, this immediately spotted the mimic. There we go. Which means this has to be it. That was easy. Got out of that one alive. My weapon! Okay, normally it would have ended by now, but we're on such a good run. Already almost on floor 20. Sleeping. Oh. There's no robber among the reds. There's no mimic among the blacks. Which pretty much saying that this is an innocent box here. The top row contains a robber, which means one of these two could be telling the truth. There is no mimic. Okay, so there is no mimic among the black boxes. Mimic among the black boxes is telling the truth. All right, so at least it's a safe at very minimum. The ugly upright isn't a robber. Okay, the robber is among the blue boxes. Which means these could be it. What would you have to say? Okay, so let's just go from here. So, there is a robber on the blues. That's telling the truth. The top row contains no robbers. That is also telling the truth. Oh, that's a lie, actually. Because the robber was right here in the middle row. So there's that has to be true, and this, in theory, has to be true as well. Okay. Wow. That sucked. Let's see what's in the next room first. A victim, that's what it is. Easy. Sure. Oh. Wah wah. Alright, fully hit me. Hit me, hit me, hit me. Alright. Okay, so keep, get rid of, get gone. Oh, I want to say gutter trash once, but I guess not. That was only one stock anyway. Alright. Oh, it's only D. Alright. Okay, yeah, this way. I'm trying to get to that B level stat, you know? Because I don't think an item is going to get me there, to be completely fair. Here we go. 2 mimics. Alright, there's a mimic among the... There's a robber among the blacks. There's a mimic among the reds. There's no robber among the blacks. Contradiction. Alright, there is a robber among the blacks. I trust you not. Okay. There is no mimic among the blacks. And there's no robber among the blues. There is a... So it leaves only these two by canceling out. It has to be true. There's a mimic among the reds, which means this is a lie. And then that there is a robber among the black boxes, which means this is a robber. Mimic. Well, rather the first mimic. There is a robber among the black boxes, which means if this is telling the truth, which means this has to be the robber. There is no robber among the blue boxes. There is a robber among the blue boxes. Boom, bing. That has to be it. And there is no mimic among the blacks. So mimic. Whoa. Hold on. There is a mimic. Mimic. Okay. So that must mean this also is a mimic. There's a robber among the blues, there's a robber among the blacks. Oh no. Did I just go full circle? So if this is true, then by very nature, this has to be a good box. Or a thief box. Oh, excuse me, this has to be an evil box. This has to be a mimic. So for this to be true, that there is no mimic among the black boxes, that means this has to be a robber. But then there's a robber among the black boxes, which makes that true because it's the only black box. Okay, which means there can't be a robber in the blue boxes, which means this has to be true. So these two are false, and this has to be the robber. Alright, there we go. Okay, good job. I had to slow that down a bit. Alright, we ran out of time. So right now this was a super run to exit on, and I will see you on Saturday. So anyway, it's been fun, but I gotta run. Catch Me Can on this coming Saturday. We played a new game, Hyperspeed. That's not the name of the game, but it's gonna be Hyperspeed. And we'll just take a quick break from this methodical thinking work. Alright, but it's been a fun run of Mimic Logic. As you can clearly tell by like what, 17 seasons, 17 episodes or whatever. So I would highly suggest you play it. I'll upload this. I was hoping to do a 80% speed run here, but I ran out of time. So yeah, see you on this Saturday. It's probably gonna be a later stream, but we'll have to find a way to keep it moving. See you later. Peace.